Hello, friends and neighbors. Tesweegee at the desk, and we are going to have to keep this one a short one because I do have other plans, but I still want to get something resembling a stream session in during Self-Indulgence Week. I also have to keep changing our music selection because Twitch keeps muting them. Like, I'm picking these copyright-free tracks, still nothing? Anyways. Where we are at right now is atop the Central or the Pacific League by a substantial margin. Everyone seems to be batting like crazy. Masataka Yoshida is going to make it incredibly hard to not give him a contract extension next season. I mean, last season may have been the start of the decline. I'm not so sure anymore. There's also the matter that Okuma continues to not be so hot, so I think what I may do is, at least for a couple of games, let's move Munoz to second base. And that'll give Kita some playtime. First game that happens. Offense runs into some issues. Ooh, YY got his bits lit up. That's not good. Okay, so Tomiyama's ready to go again. So we are going to send down Fujioka, who's a little worse for wear. Basically, I want to see if we can boost Kita's trade value. I feel like he's, one, expensive, and two, not gonna be making the team. And because we're short on time, hopefully you won't mind if we speed run through this season. Masataka Yoshida is making it very difficult. To avoid giving him a contract extension. Okay, halfway through May. Kita's on a bit of a hot streak. Munoz is doing electric out there. So it's 0.4 zone rating at second base. Considering Kuma's at 0? Yeah, I think it's safe to say Okuma has lost his playtime. This is just goofy. Like, we've officially broken the game. Munoz, Onizuka, Suzuki, all at 9 dingers. Ota at 8. This is the biggest bunch of bangers we've assembled in the modern era. And yeah, we are just going to let this sim all through until we get an injury. Those are all buffaloes there. Now Davitt's having himself a season to write home about. Interesting post. Ooh, Ota out with a PCL strain. He's also not stealing as much as I thought I set him to. So with that, I think that means Kurebayashi is going to be taking over third. Either him or Noguchi. He seems to have forgotten how to play third base. Whatever. Who can we call up then? I guess Tomohiro Abe's on his way back up. And this is why I'm not too fussed if we don't extend Yoshida. We've already got this youngster, Tsukasaburo Tanaka, who looks like a pretty solid guy. I forgot I set Kurebayashi to only be on the bench. Did Munoz play third? He wouldn't be that good at third anyway. Aw, Max Kepler is still playing and he's injured. Poor guy. Shinya Kayama calls it a career. See a former Buffalo Yukiyoshi Yamakawa out with a ruptured Achilles tendon. Ay-ya-yow. So we've won 11 in a row. You know, I said I was going to speed run, but I still want to get a game in. We'll just keep it quick. At home against Seibu, Shinnosuke Sato on the bump, and Kurebayashi manning third. I'm going to regret that Yuki Sato extension, aren't I? Okay, no, he's been burbling in the 50s. Still steals bases. OPS is basically exactly where you expect it to be. Still able to lead the league in hits. Haruki Nishikawa is still going. And we're going to be testing Kurebayashi early. Looks like he's able to make the play. Mike Jorg. That is a name. we're going to be walking him. Ooh, past a diving Guzman. We shifted on him and he beat it. Shift right guard third. Come on, Sato. Popped up. Say is there. Guzman's been moved up in the order with Okuma seated for the foreseeable future. Yoshida's going to torch this one. That's going to sit at the base of the warning track. And he will pull up into second with a standing double. The 1-1 to Munoz. That's going to go the other way to the other gap. That will score Masataka Yoshida. And Munoz is thinking of 3, and he's going to get there. Onizuka on the ground to the shortstop. Is able to retire the side. This is who they replaced Genda with. Morihiko Misawa. Recent draftee. Good range. But it's weird that Genda is now a Marine instead of anything other than a Cebu Lion. Let's go double play depth. Let's pitch to contact here. 4, 6, 3. There it is. That could be an infield hit, and it will be. Here's Kita now. Lined into center field, sliding play by Nishikawa out there. Old man can still do it. Kurebayashi will ground into a double play. Misawa's got some speed. That's a bunt up the third base side. Good sack bunt. We're able to get the runner out. That's what's important. Here's Yamamura.
Strike 3.
Down on strikes. And Jorg will take a walk again. The 1-2 to Watanabe. High fly ball, deep to left field. That one's gone to the Owendon. Hard to defend against a guy when he does that. Swing 3-1. Mori is in to first. Yeah, I'm going to be leaning on liberal use of the until risk button. Alright, Guzman at second with 2 down. Yoshida, high drive, deep to right field, and that one's gone to the Owendon. Tie game! He is going to be so expensive to keep. Like, he's got old man strength at this point. He's going to be 36. Can't play him in the field. Too short to really play first well. Do I trade him? I gotta think about that. Maybe this is the time to trade Yoshida. Oh, that's infield single. Yeesh. Let's go no doubles defense. Come on, Sato. There it is. 4-6-3. 84 pitches. Might be time to get... great, both Tomiyama and Naoe are tired. Let's get Norihiko warmed up. I try to be loyal to my guys. I mean, you don't want to be traded away from a contender. Stolen base, Onizuka and Suzuki trying to help their totals out. Full count to Kita. On the ground, they will go to first for the sacrifice. And we will try the bunt attempt, and it works! Kurebayashi gets himself an RBI. And it's 5-3 Buffaloes. Akamada squirts one through the infield, first and second now. Ryan Nudoff comes in to face Yuki Sato, who's going to float this one right about where the second baseman is.
Strike three.
Guzman down on strikes. Alright. I've seen enough from Sato today. Ball's going to get away from Nakamura. Three and 0 to Jorg. That's another walk. Come on. Popped up right side. Onizuka calls for it and makes the play. Thank you for the follow, Ollieflower. Nice name, too. Okay, base is full of Lions. Tanaka has not been able to avoid pounding the strike zone. Let's go infield in. Outfield deep. Come on. That's through the drawn-in infield into the corner. That's going to score 2. That's 3. And they'll get another. So it's 7-5 Buffaloes. Or 7-5 Lions now. Tanaka blows the save. We're going to get Tsuneyuki Tanaka to come in. Get warmed up. I mean, we're never out of it as long as Masataka Yoshida is playing. Leadoff walk.
Yeah! Here we go now! Here we go now! Here we go now! Here we go now!
I have no idea what that was. I forgot I even had that music in the game. So they're shifting on Jitsuo Onizuka. 3-1, and he will take his base. Nutoff's in trouble. Here's Seiya Suzuki. 3-0 count, and that will walk in a run. Here's Kita at the plate. Kita's been having himself a good season. Infield is in. Schlaffer now. Bases full, nobody out, and that one's laced into the corner. That will untie this ball game and hand the Buffaloes the lead. You just can't count out anyone on this squad. Full count to Kurebayashi, and he will be on board with a walk. My goodness, everyone in this game has a case of the I can't avoid this. Okay, you know Yuki Sato is primed for a bunt opportunity. Wow! That was terrible. Worth a try. I saw an opportunity, I went for it. More importantly, we still have the lead. And it's Tsuneyuki Tanaka now. To try and slam the door on this ball game. 3-2 to Takayoshi Yamamura. Up the middle, base hit. Here's Jorg again.
Strike three.
Down on strikes. Full count to Kento Watanabe.
Strike three.
Kanabari Sanshin strikes out the side around a single. Good job, Tsuneyuki. Let's get the Bleep U bullpen warmed up. Fujimoto is set. Yoshida's going to doink this one to center field. 2-2 to Munoz. Fly ball, center field. Nishikawa's creakily able to make his way over there. Raul Mora now comes in to bat. Or to pitch. Because he's a lefty, now's as good a time as any to remove Jitsuo Onizuka from the game and insert Keiichi Noguchi. And I'll be taking over at first, too. Pop fly, right side. Nothing doing. Suzuki to the diving second baseman, but he can't come up with it. Kawano just can't find the handle. And Kita is down on strikes. Noguchi will step in at first. Tamao Fujimoto now comes in. And he's got reverse splits, so I'm comfortable with this move. The best 9th round draft pick we've ever made. Kurebayashi comes up with it, firing. Chad McClanahan now, 3-0, and he will take his base. The 0-2 to Kawano, the second baseman, on the ground. That should be around the horn. Beautiful turn by Munoz. Going double play depth against Shosei Nakamura. Fly ball, right side. Watanabe is there. Oh, sorry, Jorg. Yuki Sato past the middle infield, base hit. And Kurebayashi's going to try and tag up first to third. He's in there safe. Unfortunately, that will chase Haruki Nishikawa from the game. Kunigoro Matsumoto comes in. New pitcher as well, Kohei Fukasawa. Guzman's going to punch this one straight up the middle, base hit. And an RBI. Or as they say over there, a taimuri. Okay, this is a double steal opportunity if I ever saw one. It's Sato and Guzman. Infield in. And that's an infield fly. Munoz now with a chance. Little nubber in front of the mound. Not far enough. I forgot to get someone warmed up. So I guess we'll let Fujimoto drive for a little bit longer. Oopsie.
Strike three.
We'll probably see Ishikawa take on the 9th in this case. Fujimoto, do a job there, buddy. Nicely done. Noguchi, high drive, deep to left field, and that one's gone. The hit streak continues for the Buffalo's captain. Perfect day at the plate for Seiya Suzuki. Kurebayashi on the ground. Oh, but Kawano can't come up with it. Bad throw from the third baseman, Yamamura.
Strike three.
Cutter inside for the strikeout. Back to the top here. Sato lines it straight to the shortstop, Misawa. Alright, Fujimoto's done good. I don't think we need to burn him anymore. Ishikawa is going to be able to go to town on these lefties. Also going to get a defensive substitution in. Munoz moves to left field. Okuma in at second now. It's a thing of beauty.
Strike three.
Here's Mike Yorg. Swing and a miss. The 1-1 to Watanabe. Off the end of the bat the other way. That's going to fall in front of Seiya Suzuki. The inning continues. The 0-1 to Mori. Ball gets away from Nakamura. Watanabe moves up to second. The 2-2 to Mori. Karabari Sanshin. Buffaloes take this one 11-7. You can't stop these guys. Despite the rough performance, Norihiko Tanaka gets his 4th win of the season. That is now 12 wins in a row. I want to see how long this winning streak goes. It goes 14 games before the Bears finally get the better of the Buffaloes. Tomiyama just can't hold the lead. Or can't hold the tie. Rough day at the plate for Munoz as well. Okay, how much money does Yoshida want? That's actually not bad, but... Would he be willing to do 2 years? No option. 3.4. That's the problem with building a behemoth like this. You are loath to break it up at any point. So we're back to having Kita as the guy who's probably going to move on at the end of this season. Well, I do I have one trade. I'm allowed one trade this year. And Masataka Yoshida is sticking around. It's rare that I give anyone pushing 36 multiple years, but 2 years at a pay cut, I'm okay with that. Oh man, 2031 is going to be expensive. I may have to package Kashiwabata up in a trade too. Now that Manny Guzman is doing Manny Guzman things for real. And especially now that Okuma has been relegated to the bench. Right, one thing I forgot to do is make sure everyone's game strategies are correct. People have different speeds, after all. I just set Munoz's. His are fine. A lot of people losing the capacity to bunt hit, I'm noticing. Good to see Kurebayashi has figured out how to run the bases faster. Yeah, I want Guzman running on everything. Get a Prakashi. You got Naohiko, who's solid. Kita, who has gotten faster. Yoshida, who has gotten slower. No, that looks good. Or do I trade Okuma? Like, I'm trying to think here. Because Kita has been solid at the dish. More so than Okuma. Munoz is turning into a solid second baseman. We went 22-4 in May. I mean, I think it's safe to say that we are unofficially or officially clowning on these fools. It looks like Yoshida's in the midst of a mini slump. He's only batting 300 now. But it's safe to say I think Jitsuo Onizuka has shaken off the guru. Hey, Kurebayashi's actually turning in a good season. Way to go there, buddy. Took you long enough. This team is frightening. What have I done? Oof. Poor luck for the Bay Stars. Oima's out. Our closer, Yoshitomo Yamauchi, out for season. But Yukihiko Yonamine is back. And oh man, you add him to this rotation. Oh boy. Okay, Ota is eligible to come back, but we're going to give him a rehab stint. Don't want to rush him back if we don't have to. Kurebayashi is actually holding down the fort okay. Higashi's run streak ended. Sato's got an oblique strain, but he's only going to miss one turn around the rotation. Which, by the way, looks friggin' incredible right now. Wow, Tadashi Kon got sent down? Ryoma Nishikawa out again. Poor guy's broken. I had my eye on him at one point, but decided not to. Okay, so Shu Masuda is basically willing the Hawks into a playoff appearance. Makes sense. Okay, so Shiozaki is starting to get some stuff boosts. Our former ground baller might actually turn into something decent. Yasuo Ochi is losing some of his pop. Oh well. Yoshida's contact backdrops. If anything, I think my error was handing out the contracts to Sato. And Yoshida maybe a little too quickly. I mean, the team, never mind. The team's batting 293 on the year. I think they're gonna be okay. Yeah, so the eye test occasionally fails because scouting-wise, Munoz has better range than Kita, but Kita is doing a fantastic job out there. I think it's safe to say he's at least temporarily earned his job back. Well, he's in the depths of a hitless streak at the moment. He also is rather expensive, so come trade deadline, we need to see what kind of a deal we can swing. Yeah, if anything, it's Shosei Nakamura who's going to be leaving the squad. Because we can't afford another big contract. Okay, we actually have international free agents to look at this year. I guess I actually need to invest my scouts' time in some of these guys. None of these folks are really screaming, sign me. Especially since most of them are asking for more money than we can spend. Kind of like Dominguez. Let's get a scouting report on him. Let's offer a contract to Felix Sepulveda here. 6'8", 205 pounds. Oof. Yeah, not gonna be able to sign Dominguez. Ryoto Kita, 5-hit day. I think he's out of his slump now. I'm willing to go to the wall here for Sepulveda. Okay, that's starting to... I'm gonna walk away from that. Trujillo, Monroy, Mirwell Hogan. Ambries, one of the guys I was looking at, goes to the Giants. That's not fun. No. I'm gonna miss out on Sepulveda, it looks like. Whatever, I just got Oscar Munoz. I think we're good there. Speaking of which, is Ota done his rehab? Okay, almost. Abe, down, Ota, up. No, Atsushi Sakamoto has been stripped of all his power again. One of the big arms for Chunichi injured with a torn flexor tendon after tearing his elbow ligament in 2025. Some arms just weren't meant to last, and of course Macho is now hitting his decline phase after I gave him the big contract. That was silly of me. It might be Ricky Arambula who we pick up. Oof. Yeah, okay. Sepulveda went to the Bears? $6.45 million. Holy smokes. Oh, hey, good for Tsutsugo. Guzman out for 5 to 6 weeks. So that's going to move Kashiwabata into the starting role. How's Yonamine doing? Oh, he's ready to come up. It might be Takanibu Matsuda who I package in a deal. Let's call up... Yeah, I guess we're gonna call up Katsuda here. Okay, Kashiwabata. Let's see if you can keep it up. I'm honestly pulling for the Marines to make the postseason. Now Kashiwabata's out for 4 days. So Okuma is going to pull in at shortstop instead. No way. Yukihiko Yonamine pitches a 5-hitter shutout in his first NPB start. Oh, this kid's gonna be dynamite. Yeah, very much the case. I think I've broken this game wide open. Rambola went to the Eagles. A lot of folks on the trading block. A lot of relievers. I'd like to trade for Tsutsugo, but where do I put him? Maybe a deal for Umino. Okay, I know I said it was going to wrap up soon, so let's see if there's a deal we can put together. Bears. And let's start it with Takanibu Matsuda. Expiring contract of Hiko Tanaka and Hitomi Honda. Clear out a whole bunch of the pitcher cruft that we've got kicking around. And he's not willing to get rid of Okita without giving us. Oof, they had to call up Ishida that quickly? Wow. Oh man, Tonosaki got nerfed. Poor guy. So who do they got on their minor league squad? I want Nishimura, man. I'm willing to open the floodgates. Shimamoto doesn't look like a bad deal either. Trading a whole bunch of pitchers, one of whom on an expiring contract. And this Haruhisa Kato guy. Lefty ground baller who's blocked behind a whole bunch of other folks. But that gets us Takashi Umino, who can help out Shungozai Masuda, and I don't have to worry about calling up Eiju Nakamura. And only 3 years major service, so he's ARB eligible for longer. What if I got rid of Matsuda? They'll still take it. Really want Nishimura though. Can I send like $5 million? Okay, guess not. Fragile, not that good. Okay. Let's take Arakaki as well. And they want Shinohara, who we just added, and is already among our top prospects. Okay, so we're not going to give up Shinohara. They're not going to give up Arakaki. What about Katsuki Irie? So catcher and 2 meh pitchers. 3 of our pitchers, including 1 guy who they really seem keen on. I mean, EDA is one of their best pitching prospects, so... to add in Kishi? No. First overall pick has not been able to make it to the minors, or has only occasionally made it. Poor guy. Is Funakoshi the guy, though? Decent OPS. I don't like the contact, though. He's got a better catcher ability than Umino. And we'd save money. We're not going to do that. We're going to take Takashi Umino off their hands. Alright, so I think this is the deal. Koichi Sakamoto is actually a two-way prospect, which I kind of like. Umino gets us our closer of the future, or our catcher of the future. Because as much as he's been a member of this team and a leader, I can't trust Shungyosai Masuda. And he's okay being a bench guy. Every single time I call him up to the majors, though, his bat stinks, so... This is the one trade I get to make, so I want to make it good. Okay, that's our deal. And now we've got Takashi Umino, who's able to help out on the offensive and defensive side, and will be sticking around next season. That's exactly the deal I was hoping to make. We didn't touch our Major League bullpen at all. Oh yeah, Miyagi is probably not going to get an extension next season. You know what? Let's clear out some of the cruft here. Don't need Nakata anymore. Shimazu's still young. Uehara gone. Takeoka gone. That's more like it. Boys here who need to be set loose. Yeah, I think it's safe to say Osho Kawasaki does not have a role with this team anymore. Gonna keep Miura. Is that our first series loss? Okay, so we've lost the last 2 series in a row. Whatever, we're still 20 games ahead of the rest of the league. So they promoted Kato right... Oh, they've got Kato in relief now. They called up Tanaka right away. They put Honda in their bullpen. Tachibana out for 5 weeks. Oh boy. I guess we're gonna call up Shinohara, one of our top prospects. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. He's already on the 40-man, but we're gonna give Shimazu a look in the pen. Masuda returns to the rotation. Okay, so we're slumping a little bit compared to what we were previously doing, but team's still on fire. Former Buffalo Keisuke Izumi is out. Alright, All-Stars. Davitt and Gomez both make the team as pitchers. Tachibana is injured. Yamamoto makes it. Matsuda makes it. Higashi. Shosei Nakamura starting at catcher. Jitsuo Onizuka starting at first. Oscar Munoz starting at second. And whoa, those numbers. Theo Ota backing up at third. Manny Guzman, shortstop but injured. Yoshida DHing. Sato at center. Seiya at right. Every single member of the Buffalo starting lineup has been elected to the All-Star team. Oh hey, look who made it for the Tigers. Isamu Fukuda. The guy we traded away. One win above replacement as a batter. One win above replacement as a pitcher. Good for Isamu. Good to see that he's still able to succeed. Tateishi, of course. Tadawaki Sato, naturally. Tetsuto Yamada still kicking around. Alright, so we're going to skip ahead to August 1st, and we will stop streaming then. We'll do the back half of the season and the postseason in our next stream session. Time will tell if it was wise to give the Lions a healthy amount of pitchers, but we'll see. Oh hey, another deadline deal. The Eagles sent some folks to the Bears. All things are shaping up to be a Giants versus Buffalo's rematch in the postseason. In order to hit the Century Club for the second time this sim, or this save file, we would need to go 27 and 13. If my math is right. So let's see this deal. Kiyoharu Sawano, a third baseman, who really should be a shortstop. He's having a down year, and off to the Bears he goes for Old Man Mishima. Interesting ground ball choice. And a minor league pitcher, Kaita Honda. I don't know why they did that deal. So, this is a fun lineup. This is a fun rotation. We got Yonamine. I think we're going to be seeing Yonamine pitch in our next game, in our next stream session. Tune in tomorrow. Not sure when it'll be, but I will definitely be updating the schedule to show you. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Be sure to follow so you get notified the next time I'm streaming. Only one thing left to do. Firage, take us out.